What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Foxhound Finance, where we break down the markets, analyze key moves, and help you stay ahead of the game using technical analysis. Please understand that I am not a financial advisor, and nothing in this video is financial advice. All right, guys, today we're looking at SPY, AMC, RIVN U, NIO, DOGE, our core plays once again. We closed out another week here in the market, and I honestly couldn't be more happy today with how things looked. Everything to me looks structurally sound once again, even with the pullback yesterday, the red day, I guess, if you will. Everything looks incredible. So first, guys, we're going to jump right in here, looking at the SPY. Let's just see where we're at. Okay, repeating the same sequence back in August 2024. Here we go. We're still V'd up off this line here of 548. Today, early, I believe we came down to like 558, 557, right? Came down a little bit, but then again, closed up above that. So for me, that's a good sign. We didn't get above the trend line. We didn't get into this channel. I thought maybe we would be there by now. We'd be back up above this red line at least. But nonetheless, we didn't come back down here to this 548. So that's showing to me that there's not really much demand to break this level right now. So is it possible that we kind of curl over here again and do a double bottom? Absolutely. But guys, I really don't care about any of those kinds of moves because, again, I know long-term, mid-term, short-term, pretty much where the setup stands. So none of the stuff in between matters to me. It's really just all noise. So let's go ahead and look into AMC because SPY is the SPY. There's not much else to see there. Here we go again. Guys, local area high trend line, same thing, descending channel, trading inside this thing. And as an update right now to present time, we have our candle that just formed up here. Again, red day kind of stuck underneath of it, and then green day slightly, and just closed under the all-time low trend line from 238. So again, if you're new, we want to break this entire trend right here, guys. These trend lines that are set, right? Our local area high, we've broken that one. We want to break the all-time low trend line that's set from 238 back here. Okay, we just drew the line straight up. I haven't touched any of the trends. I'm just leaving things alone for now. I know some people could tweak it. You could bring it down, but I just want to keep it here because I do believe when we get over this line and then break this blue channel here, the top of our descending channel, I think we are going to have that massive price reaction. And again, the idea is we want to break the descending channel. We want to get to our next impulse move, which I believe, based on what I ran, like I said before in previous videos, right here, you had your $2.38 all the way up to like 12 bucks almost. I think our next move is going to be pretty much double this move, guys, between $20 and $23, okay? That's what I see, barring no major squeeze. Candle that comes in, right? This is just a conservative target, right? I'm not just saying that that's the end all be all. I do think this could potentially be like a stair step kind of play, right? If that's the way they want to do this thing in sort of these giant impulse waves and just slowly increasing them over time. But looking at the MACD, again, it's still green, right? You got some green candles here, and also the green volume in the MACD is getting bigger, right? So ideally, I want to see these signal lines cross over, kind of like how they did over here. That's when we know we're going to get that big push that we had over there with the $12 move. So I want to see that cross over. And again, I want to keep stacking this green bars, right? So that looks good. MACD, not much more else to see here, guys. EMAs. Look at your EMA right now for the 200 EMA. It's 496. That looks great. And not only is the 200 EMA falling, but so is the 100, the 50. All these other ones, guys, are falling down. There's not much else that this stock where it could go, in my opinion. Like, again, same thing with the broader market. Like, you could get the knife down, right? You could come back down, do a double bottom at 282. And I'm curious, like, if that happens, we get that move like that. I'm very curious if it will be similar to this move here, right? Where you came up and then just came back down, like literally a double bottom with a 282 right here, 290s, whatever. So I wonder if this will be the next move we see before you get this. I mean, this candle off that, guys, massive, just massive price action. So very curious to see how that's going to go if you actually do get that before bursting out of this entire range. So that's your EMAs, guys. They all are dropping. 200 is under $5 officially. 496 really under $5 now. And it's falling about 2 cents a day. So you stretch that out. Eventually, it's going to be pretty close to the price action. It's already close enough in my opinion, but it's just continuing to drop. So that looks good. Anything else to see? Bollinger Bands, like I said yesterday, I said that they're pretty much in that sloping action, following the same pattern, obviously, of the descending channel, but in the same position as prior, right? You had sloping type Bollinger Band action like in here, right? Before this thing kind of went sideways and then bursted up, right? It was like 2 days, the move. That's how fast this thing moved. So just be prepared for that. But that's what I see for AMC, guys. It looks really good. Like we're trending in the right direction, barring even a double bottom here down to 282. I think that would even just sell it for me more, that we're going to have that reaction. So AMC looks incredible. Dogecoin, sitting right outside of its ascending channel with a red two red candles, really fully outside now. So the goal here would be to obviously start reversing to the upside, right? It's still kind of going straight line outside of the channel, which is hilarious. So we want to start to see this curl back up and at least minimum hit this 40-something cent target. I did say before that these moves have been doubling every time. Each wave has been double the previous. So that would be like 97 cents to $1, right? That could be your big squeeze, psychological dollar level being hit for Doge. That looks great. Let's see what happens this weekend, because obviously crypto's still running this weekend. I want to see if we get any kind of big price action for Doge, because that could signal what's ahead for the stocks as well. So for NIO, guys, they did have earnings today. And by the way, the earnings looked amazing. Okay, when I read the report, it was like 45% growth year over year, I think, in sales or deliveries. Everything across the board, every metric looked good. I'm not going to go super deep into detail because that is going to take time. And again, I really don't care too much about the earnings. It's just a little, like I said, a little sprinkle, a little icing on the cake, right? In terms of like, maybe what are they trying to do with this move? But a lot of the outlets were trying to paint this as like bearish news, but they broke pretty much and increased across the board in almost every area, right, in terms of their company. So I thought it looked great, even though, like, obviously, you know, did they become net positive or anything like that? Are they, you know, making money yet? No. But at the end of the day, like, they had huge gains in their development, right, for the company. So anyways, to me, it looked good. And I'm still bullish as hell on this entire setup, repeating the same 3-year cycle since it was IPO'd. And again, like, I'm seeing the same structure start to fill out here, guys. Even with this sitting at $4.50, okay? I did buy more today, not financial advice. Again, guys, do what you want to do. But I did buy this dip. This looks really, really good. And again, I just see this thing curling right out of here. I just don't see a world where this thing breaks down. I just don't see it. I don't see it breaking the structure, right? Until proven otherwise. This looks ridiculously good right now. So I'm really loving the NIO setup right here. Bollinger Bands wise, guys, this thing is like pinched. Okay, that's to me telling me there's a huge upside move, I think, coming, because I just don't see us getting this massive downside move. I just think right now how it's performed, and again, future forward thinking, like market wise, I just think that they're going to get ahead of this, and this thing's going to start running early. I honestly believe that. So MACD for this, let's just take a look at it. Didn't even see it yet. Turning green slightly, right? So I do believe like this is the big green wave coming for a lot of these stocks, guys. I really do. I think that this is like I said, they're pre-prepping it right now. 1091 is, we'll say 1092 is your 200 EMA. Again, like all these EMAs are super close for the taking, right? And your biggest resistance one, the 200, is right there at $10. And I did say to you guys that I do believe when we break this channel, minimum to start this upward movement, right, of our big green wave, right, is a $25 retrace up to the top of the channel, okay? So that's minimum target right now that I have. And I do believe like once you get up there, you could go through a little period of consolidation or accumulation before you start to eat these up. Or maybe after like a pullback, you just start ascending up again, right? We've seen it with a lot of the stocks with similar structures. So just how you went up this way after you break the channel, like look at the price action, guys. It could really be just like this, right? So yes, we could get up to the top of the channel. Like look right here. Like look how you retrace to the top of this channel here at $14 almost, right? You got up to that level, but then pulled back just above it, actually. Like you were $2 above the top of the channel, and then you came down like this, and then every week forward was just pretty much upward price action. So that is it for NIO. Super bullish on it. Looks great. RIVN, let's jump into this one. We're looking at the weekly on RIVN. And again, guys, green weekly candle print right here. This is our descending channel once again. Super bullish setup, holding the support line very strongly, guys, for the last, since April of last year, almost an entire year, guys, of this structure being respected. And I do not see this structure being broken, right? If this was going to break, then you would have done it like you did here, right? Came back down. If you were going to break, it probably could have came down here. If you were going to break, it should be breaking down now. I just don't see this structure breaking. And I do think that obviously when you break out of this descending channel, you're coming to the top of it, right? $28. And just like for NIO, guys, the same rule applies, right? The price action, luckily, see, here's the issue. We don't have sort of anything. This is the IPO for Rivian. So we don't have anything to reference. Like NIO is like beautiful because you have that exact same setup. So right now for Rivian, what you're looking at is when you break the channel, you're going to be doing the same thing, right? You're going to be chasing back up this level. And I think it's going to come just this way. I think you're going to kind of get the levels just like this with these spikes up and then down. But the downs are not really anything compared to this, right? Like when you guys are riding this wave inside this channel, like these are massive swings in here like this, right? You're talking $24 down to $8, like 75% drops inside the channel. But now that you're respecting the support line since 826, I do think obviously when you get out this channel, go to that 28 to start it off, and then you're just going to keep going up over time here. Bollinger Bands too are starting to flatten out, and they're looking like they're about to start pinching soon here. But even still, MACD, where we get slightly red on the MACD, and this is I'm on the weekly. I hate when I do that, but we'll look on the daily here. Let's jump into the daily. Big green candle right off the yellow line here, guys. Off our golden line. There you go, right? Just pretty much matching the trend that it's done previously here. So that looks amazing. Like this candle here was just beautiful. And I do think that this next push, guys, could take us right out of here. I mean, this alone one day is telling me that this thing could get like a move like this, right? If you get this move, oh, I messed up my arrow. If you get this move right here, guys, let's just do a little quick little break here, something like this. Let's say if we get this move, something as massive even as this, like, look at this. You're already breaking the channel. And I think this is going to be the start for Rivian right here. Okay. So we will play it by ear as we get closer, but love the green candle coming up in here. Huge, like Kool-Aid man kicking the door down, breaking through the wall. Yes, Bollinger Bands are starting to pinch. Look at your price action pinch between the Bollinger Bands right now. This thing looks ready to pop any minute. And MACD on the daily is green. Signal lines are forming up, crossing over. Love that. EMA wise, look at your EMAs on the daily. Ridiculous, man. $12.80. Our EMA, our 200 EMA, guys, is inside a descending channel. Like, it's right in here with us. Like, this to me is just insane. Like, look at this candle consuming the 5, 10, and 20 already, and you're heading for the 50. And the 1500, there's no space. And same thing with the 200. I think that this thing is going to be gone. I think when you break this, guys, massive move is coming for Rivian. So that looks beautiful. Lastly, let's do the twin brother, twin sister, whatever, for Unity right here. Same thing, guys. What did we get today? I want to see the weekly close, and it looks like to me it was green. So that tells me right there, again, the strength remains for the upward trend, right? A little bit more space to go in here, but again, I think Unity, in comparison to even Rivian, has had massive moves every time it's come off this line pretty much here. So I do think, again, Unity's next push will break it out of its channel. $42 for the weekly 200 EMA as well. That's on the weekly. So looking at the daily, boom, look at the rejection off of that support line there. Did not want to break too hard below it. It just came right back up. So again, solid strength there. And then on the daily, your 200 EMAs at $22.63. Guys, we're $1 away from the 200, from consuming the 200, right? And you already broke it here once, came back down to it, right? But then bounced off the support line. So you're pinched right in here. You're 200 smack dab in the middle of this price action. You know, maybe slightly below the middle, but still right there to be reclaimed again. So that's what I want to keep seeing. And I think this next push, guys, is going to really take you up out of here. So for Unity, again, literally identical to Rivian. For Unity, right up here breaking out this channel, minimum to get this party started up to $57, $58, maybe $60. And then again, the same thing applies. You're going to start chasing these levels up here. So across the board today, guys, you know, Unity just looks ridiculous too. I mean, there's so many ridiculous setups here. And I do see right here, would it be slightly green? We're kind of neutral, I guess, right now on the MACD. Oh, that's on the weekly. Why do we keep doing that? Why do we keep doing that? All right, so right here, MACD is on the red. I mean, Unity took a little bit of a beating right here and some choppy price action. So look at the bars here shortening. I do see the MACD flipping green here pretty soon, guys. Already, I can see this coming. Maybe next week even, you could start flipping this green and then having this signal line start to pop up. MACD line cross over the signal line to take this price action for the ride. So that to me already is set up to go. Already set up. So across the board, I think everything looks great. Even the top Bollinger Band is up here at 27.85, which would break you past your 200 EMA. So that kind of momentum carrying the shorter moving averages above the 200 and 100. I mean, this is just looking really incredible, guys. I'm telling you right now, like the title I said, I put in this thumbnail here, the green wave is coming. Okay, the big green wave is coming. It's being manufactured, and I do think that we're going to see some insane price action after even the initial push, like I said, out of these channels. I think this whole market, crypto, everything is going to start cooking here. Okay, so guys, this week went very, very well. Like I said, this has kind of been our recovery week, right? We bounced out of that crazy downtrend, right? We didn't get a crazy reaction back up, but still we worked our way back up to respectable levels. And if we can build on this next week, I think we're looking very, very good, especially going into April, right? I know there's like some tariff news about the, was it April 2nd, I think, them going live or going into effect, whatever the news is front and center on that. But again, I do think that, guys, maybe this is why this was all baked in, right? Somebody mentioned this in the comments. You had 10% and a half correction here, almost 11% correction, right? It's not like that's a surprise. It's not like nobody knew that wasn't coming. So I think ahead of the time, that's exactly what they did. They got ahead of it, you know, and this is maybe what you got now. And now we're kind of recovering, right? We're bracing now for the reversal. And they're prepping for that. So I think everything looked amazing this week for what we got, right? And plays wise, like look at this. RIVN 1160. Okay. Was up like what, 6%, 7%. NIO dropped a little bit more, down 4%. But honestly, I like where it stabilized, and structurally where that ended, that looked great. Across the board, 304 for AMC. You guys, we don't have to move much more on these prices, really. Like we're talking cents. Like 10 cents of a move, guys, breaking these channels, causing these reactions. So appreciate you guys stopping by. If you're new, make sure to subscribe, guys. Like I said, these are ready to explode any minute, right? We are in the pre-planning stages. I really do believe that things are getting ready to pop. Guys, make sure to like the video, share the video. And like I said, I'm going to be doing a live stream tomorrow, okay? At some point, I don't know exactly which time, but I'll put a post up on the channel. So guys, be sure to tune into that, okay? Because we're going to break down some of these things, maybe just have conversations, and then share perspectives, share ticker symbols, whatever you guys want me to look at. That'll be the time for us to dig into that. So again, guys, always appreciate you. I will see you guys in the stream tomorrow. You guys have a great weekend as well, all right? Stay safe out there, guys. I will see you then.